Veterans re-entering civilian life face many challenges, including finding a job. Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Welcome to this edition of Military Makeover Operation Career. Today, inspirational stories of former servicemen and women who have reinvented themselves and are thriving at companies who value their unique skills. From knowledge-seeking teens to U.S. vets and all those in between pursuing a higher education, Governors State University boasts a high ratio of military-connected students among Illinois public universities. We visited their 750-acre south of Chicago campus to meet and greet student veterans, faculty, and administrators alike.
Fondly known as Gov State, this four-year university boasts a teacher-student ratio of 10-to-1, ensuring not only an optimal teacher-student mix, but a curriculum and culture ideally suited to students with a military connection.
Gov State's dedication to the adult learner, or any student for that matter, is what brings our veterans interest. Being around like-minded people through some of the most stressful times in your life transitioning out of the military is really what's going to bring that comfort and your dedication to education. Gov State provides that for all our students.
I am both a Marine Corps and Army veteran, both also Iraq and Afghanistan. I wanted to come back to school to finish pursuing my education after a substantial amount of time off. I chose Governor State because A, the low tuition and the sense of community.
Academic excellence is the primary focus at Governors State. Students transitioning from military life to college life enjoy a variety of majors to choose from. Flexible class schedules and hybrid options have made Gov State the university of choice for thousands of students, including military vets.
At Governor State University, our faculty focuses on current relevant academic programming so that our students are prepared for the workforce and leadership opportunities after they leave Gov State. Additionally, those who are just looking to upskill their talents and want to move ahead in their profession could go through some non-credit oriented courses as well. We service everyone. These faculty members are often wanted around the world as speakers at conferences, as well as they are practitioners and researchers in their fields. So you're going to have someone teaching you that actually does the work that you're learning about, as well as researching.
As our veterans transition out of the military, the Veterans Resource Center can play a pivotal role in their educational experience. Gov State's Veterans Resource Center, in my opinion, is second to none. When I came up here as a staff member, they accept staff, faculty, and students and help all veterans in their transition. At Gov State, our dedication to our veteran learners goes above and beyond the classroom. We want to provide our veteran learners at Gov State that whole student approach, and that comes with mental wellness being training, mental wellness benefits, and also for our staff and faculty. We have those same resources available to veterans, but anybody at GSU. That can be internal or external.
Governor State was appealing to me due to its small class sizes and its local influences within the community. It was close to home for me, and I also liked that it was military friendly and would accept my college credits from Community College of the Air Force. The Veterans Resource Center at Gov State provided me with a safe place to ask all of my questions during my transition. When transitioning from a military personnel to a college student, there's a lot of questions that come up. How can I arrange my time? How can I get to my classes and make sure that I'm on schedule for doing what I need to do? And the Veterans Resource Center supplied me with everything I could possibly need to be successful here in college. Our Veterans Day event is an awesome place for people to come and show that they're appreciative for our veteran service and to be acknowledged for their service. We have bingo, we have games, and we have prizes, and also we have a resource fair for our veterans here at Gov State.
Incoming veterans coming to Governor State University could bring any credits that they have learned prior to coming to Governor State University, whether it's military credits or other universities or colleges. And Governor State will work hard to match those credits to our curriculum so that we can have veterans actually graduate faster. We welcome veterans at Governor State University. I'm an Air Force brat. My father served 20 years in the U.S. Air Force. I was born and raised on military installations. And we want veterans at Governor State University because they bring so much to our community. Their experience of being able to adapt and overcome and adjust is valuable in our classrooms. That helps students who don't have that military experience, but at the same time, our students will help those veterans adjust back into the college life and learning cycle. So they're very much a part of our community. We honor them, we respect them, and it's our privilege to have veterans at Governor State University.
The transition into the educational side was easy for me. My military career ended a quite substantial amount of time. But what made Gov State so easy and seamless for me to transition into was the staff at our Veterans Resource Center and also the other student veterans on campus. So you get that sense of community, that sense of camaraderie. One of the most valuable assets here at Gov State is you're able to utilize your veterans benefits. And by having a staff at the Veterans Resource Center here on campus that's well versed in the process, it actually makes the transition more seamless.
To all the women vets that might be on the fence about going to college, I say to you, go to college. You served your country, you honored your country, now it's time to serve yourself by earning your education. Take the time to invest in yourself. Why wouldn't you? Governor State is a great choice because we offer a wide variety of programs from a Bachelor's of Fine Arts to physical therapy to nursing and communication disorders. We also have a very diverse community of students here, from our incoming freshmen to people who are coming back and earning their second degree for a new career.
One thing to always remember is you control your own destiny, so always follow your dreams.
America's military men and women are disciplined and hardworking with a commitment to excellence second to none. We met two military vets that are employed at one of the world's largest, most advanced offshore drilling contractors, a company famous for employing only the best.
With the world's most technically advanced ultra-deepwater drilling fleets, including drill ships, jackups, and semi-submersibles, Noble Corporation maintains an unwavering commitment to safety, sustainability, and innovation. Its state-of-the-art training facility in Houston is world-class.
Noble Corporation sustains a global footprint with drilling operations and drilling rigs around the planet. We bring our employees from those rigs into this training facility to make sure that we receive the same standard of training that we would expect for anyone working in the Gulf of Mexico. Someone working in Brazil or Trinidad or Africa is going to receive the same benefit of this facility. To maintain the level of safety, sustainability, and innovation that we're expected to have, we have to keep people's skills up to date. It's one thing to hire the best, but we have to keep them the best. And part of that is bringing them here. To come to a facility like this where we have simulations of virtually every rig type that we operate globally, that provides an opportunity for a safe learning environment where if mistakes are made, it doesn't have a consequence.
Senior subsea engineer Mark Langley spends a lot of time offshore, sometimes hundreds of miles out at sea. An oil and gas work environment that his military years prepared him well for.
I feel that the military instilled in me a desire to be the best. That's what Noble Drilling brings to the table. Noble Drilling is committed to procedural discipline and safety. It's an easy transition from the military to Noble Drilling. Working offshore Noble Drilling, I've had the opportunity to travel to Australia, New Zealand, South Korea. I've worked in Guyana, and now I work in the Gulf of Mexico. We're skilled, committed to excellence, committed to safety, and work with the best of the best.
Marine Compliance Supervisor and Company Security Officer Karen Boxwell, a 20-year U.S. Coast Guard veteran, makes workplace safety on land and sea job one.
After 20 years of active duty service, I retired and was fortunate enough to be hired on to work on a drill ship in the Gulf of Mexico. Immediately felt like home. I bonded with the crew. The camaraderie was rival to being active duty in the Coast Guard, and I just felt like home. As the Marine Compliance Supervisor and Company Security Officer, I'm responsible for making sure all of our assets, whether it's a drill ship, semi-submersible, or jackup, maintain compliance with all of Flag State regulations, Classification Society, and the Coastal Authority regulations. Safety on board all of our vessels is paramount to what we do. It requires us to follow a process which is perfect for people who are coming from a military background, because we understand the process. We understand that we have to take steps and follow the procedures to prevent unwanted events, incidents, somebody potentially getting hurt.
The skills that people learn in the military are transferable. Not much different than someone learning that in a trade school. The difference is that when they've learned them in the military, they've had to apply them in real life against that expectation that failure is not an option.
If you look at the company from top to bottom, director to new hire, we're loaded with veterans. Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, regardless of discipline, regardless of officer or enlisted, this is a great company to work for.
Noble's a wonderful place for veterans like us to work because they understand where we come from. They value us, they value our experience. So as female veterans, we often find it difficult to know that we have a place outside of our service. I found my home at Noble Drilling, Noble Corporation. I have opportunity, I have growth, I have mentorship here. I hope more women will pursue a career with Noble Corporation because it's a wonderful place to be.
For additional information regarding this world-class drilling contractor, or to find out more about jobs for military vets, visit noblecorp.com.
At Liberty Energy, they focus on freedom, energy, and opportunity to pursue dreams. Serving the greater good of mankind is something they and their former military men and women they employ understand all too well.
Shortly after I got out of high school, I realized my life was going nowhere. I was probably just smart enough to realize that college wasn't going to work. Friends were getting in trouble, and I just kind of knew I needed something to do. The military seemed like the right thing.
I really wanted to get into the military because I grew up on a farm and kind of grew up under a rock, so I really wanted to get out, meet other people, I wanted to travel, and it just really excited me to do that type of work and serve my country.
I signed up for infantry. My first 2 years after I finished School of Infantry, I got sent to Washington, D.C. I did color guard, ceremonial stuff.
When I reported to boot camp between my junior and senior year of high school, there was a lot of nerves, but I was excited. I got to meet different people from across the whole country. You know, it's a melting pot of different cultures, personalities, so it was very exciting for me.
We were on the western side of Iraq, kind of along the Euphrates River, skirting along that whole area. It got pretty heated at one point. I think it was the guy that took over for Saddam was injured in Ramadi. Then he kind of retreated to the area we were in, and things got pretty wild for a few months. In 2005, we were in Iraq. We did a small raid on this compound, and my fire team was the first ones in there. And we actually found 4 individuals who were still alive, but you could tell they'd been getting tortured for a while. And it was pretty bad. It was obvious they were in bad shape. We did get all 4 of them out alive, and that was pretty cool. And looking back, we can save some guys' lives. So after I got out of the military, I thought law enforcement would work. It didn't. I looked into firefighting and EMS. That didn't really work out. I kind of stumbled into fracking. I fell in love with it. Never wanted to leave.
So my first exposure to Liberty Energy was back in 2017. I had a friend that actually was an engineer and worked for them. And it was kind of a recommendation like, hey, we're looking for good quality people. It's an awesome team, awesome company. And I interviewed and I got the job and I started in the field as a field engineer. And it was just an exciting part of my time to transition to an awesome company like Liberty.
So in the shale revolution, the key transformation of oil and gas production is hydraulic fracturing. So we are a hydraulic fracturing company. We frack 15 to 17% of all the wells drilled in the United States and Canada. Bettering human lives. That's our mission. A third of humanity today still doesn't have access to basic hydrocarbons. They're heating their homes in huts and cooking meals burning wood and dung. We want to bring propane and clean cook stoves to 2.5 billion people. We're very passionate about bettering human lives, and we do that by bringing North American energy to North America and to the world.
The military community within Liberty is very strong.
The teamwork, that's probably the biggest thing that rolls over from the military to working in the at Liberty Energy.
After people, transition out of the military, they're looking for a similar environment on the civilian side.
There is a huge sense of camaraderie here at Liberty.
They're looking for the camaraderie at work. They're looking for the fulfillment of actually being part of something bigger, just like the military.
One of the things that I had a hard time when I got out of the military was the lack of structure in the civilian world. And here at Liberty, that's not something you have to worry about.
You have a team that you're working with. You really build those strong relationships, so you're happy, you're there for the other guy to your left and right.
Liberty and energy, 2 words, encompasses the 2 most important factors in creating the modern world.
Those guys that I've worked with that have been veterans have all kind of had the same story, like, hey, I was looking for that camaraderie, and I got that at Liberty Energy.
For the guys getting out of the military, I would tell them they could do what I did, waste 10 years of their life, or they could just get on board and come work at Liberty. Best damn frac company, period.
Liberty Energy is a great place to work. We are a family. The teamwork, the camaraderie, all those things that you felt fulfillment from in the military, we have here at Liberty Energy.
I don't see a day in Liberty's future where veterans are not major parts of the leadership and culture of this company.
Great to see that after sacrificing so much to our military service, today's veterans have found careers where they've been able to shine. I'm Montel Williams. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Military Makeover, Operation Career. We'll see you next time.